Okay, hi, it's Adair Palmer here, and welcome to the first webinar of the Facebook Code Breakers Bootcamp. It's really exciting to have you on board, and welcome to the new members into the bootcamp, and also to members who are coming back to do the bootcamp again. Because it is such a movable feast, there is a set program where I take you through the 10 steps to unlocking or breaking the Facebook code. I use those terms interchangeably, by the way, and when I do that, other things come up, and Facebook is changing. Oh my God, first the computer and now my voice. Excuse me. Facebook is changing on a daily basis, and if you're not aware of it, but it's only 1% implemented. And so with Facebook so newly, like just 1% of the platform implemented, can you imagine what Facebook's going to look like in 5 or 2 years' time even, or even 12 months' time, 10 years' time? It's not going to be recognizable in the format that it is today. So I have made it my mission and my purpose in life, almost, don't tell my kids that, to keep on top of what is happening in Facebook, and the little things, the tiny little things that can irk us, especially if we are not really savvy with Facebook. It can be incredibly frustrating. So what we're going to go through tonight, I just finished that. I've made it my mission and my purpose in life to bring you the latest and greatest updates of what's happening in Facebook. So it's the Code Breakers is a small community at the moment. We started in January this year, so fairly new. And I think it's really exciting to have such wonderful people in on the ground floor. And it's just, that just really amazes me that I've just, and so grateful that I've got so many wonderful people to work with and to have in the group. The community is really really strong. We encourage each other, we support each other. I'll show you around the group a little bit in a little while. I've just got some notes, excuse me, I have to grab them from back here. Oh no, they've gone. Here they are. Oh my God, super organized. And if any of you have seen my Friday Facebook fix, you'll see I usually go, and here's my neatly typed up notes. Not, but the information is good. I guarantee you that. So without any further ado, because we're already running a little late, get into, now it says my change. Can you all hear me okay? Just thumbs up if you can. Beautiful. Oh, sweet. That was like thumbs up and then they're up. None of this, what's she saying? Beautiful. All right. I will share the screen and we will start again. And I have a PowerPoint there for you. Share screen. Okay, it says my screen sharing is paused. So is there anything can you see anything, or is it all black? Let me see. Blackish, okay. So I'm used to working with 2 screens, so I'm just going to have to figure this one out. I think I know what I did wrong. Let me share this one, see if that works. How's that? Thumbs up? Can you see the Code Breakers? Yep, perfect, beautiful. Okay. Yes, that was my bad. I'm, like I said, used to working with 2 screens, so just having the one screen is a little bit interesting, but there we go. So welcome to the Code Breakers Bootcamp. for the next 8 weeks, we're going to be looking at the 10 steps to breaking the Facebook code. I'm going to run through them tonight with you, and then we will have a look at the House of Facebook and how that hangs together and how we interact in that. And then I'll just take you into the group and just show you around the group and where you can find some resources and that type of thing. So without any further ado, and then we will just have a quick introduction to each other and have a bit of a chat about, sort of getting to know each other, because I think that's really a vital part of being in the Code Breakers group, because it really is, like I said before, before I got onto this recording, that it's actually a really vital part of us connecting, and it's a really vital part of us, of our success. Just turning my phone off on silent now. Should have done that before. Just a really vital part of our success is actually being active in the group and engaging, and for your own accountability too, to be involved and engaged, and you'll find that you'll get so much more out of it than if you sort of sit on the sidelines. But I know that the ones that have engaged in the group at a higher level have really got some amazing results. So that's pretty awesome. So let's go to the next slide. We're talking about mindset for success. So this is one of the critical things that you need to know about when you're on Facebook, because if you are using Facebook to scroll through the news feed, you will end up looking a bit like this, and you will probably, I think you will. It's like a time vampire. It will take away days, weeks, months, and even years of your life. And you really don't want to do that, because you are a business owner. So the whole mindset that I'm promoting throughout the whole course is that you are using Facebook as a business tool. Now, this doesn't mean that you are using it to promote your business. You are using Facebook to promote yourself. And we do that in ways that are subtle, that are is authentic. It is ways that really do help us engage with people. So how many people here have seen or know of direct marketers or multi-level marketers who just spam their timelines and business pages with sales and promotion posts? Just type yes in the chat box if you do, if you've seen that happen. So yes. Oh yes, drives me nuts. Yes. yes. I figure, like, here, if I've got I'm a multi-level marketer or direct sales myself, and I know Belinda is as well, and we are, because we're sort of in the same company, or one of the same companies, two of the same companies actually. But what I see is people just desperate to get their product out there, and they miss the whole point. And the whole point is that people come to Facebook not to buy products. People come to Facebook to be social. They come to Facebook because they want to be engaged. They want to be entertained. They do want to be informed, but not in a salesy way. So if you're on Facebook and you're going, and I know that happened to me, and I'm going, oh my God, I'm getting old, my lip wrinkles are really bothering me. I shouldn't have admit that out loud, should I? But anyway, there you go. And I just saw this, this product that was promising to be instantly ageless. And I thought, well, I'm sold, and I bought some, and I thought it was awesome stuff. But I wasn't there to look for the instantly ageless. Like, I didn't want it. It actually was through a friend who was doing it, and she introduced me to it. So it wasn't that I went there looking for a MLM business, or I wasn't looking for a product. I was looking for just to be entertained and engaged. So if you think of it that way, and when you do go onto Facebook, if you think about when it's appropriate, how it's appropriate, we'll talk about that as well, to post, and where to post, and what to post. So that is really important, and we'll go through that over the next 8 weeks, and we'll look at it in your through the lenses of the House of Facebook. So I'll be referring to that quite often, and we will spend a little bit of time on that tonight. So let's just go through the next slide. Next slide. Come on, admin. Next slide. Okay, there we are, the House of Facebook. What I might have to do here is I really did want to get a, I've got an Epic pen that Val introduced me to actually, and I'll see if I can find it. Let's just, because this, I don't know if it's going to let me draw while I'm on the PowerPoint, but let's hope it comes to the front of the screen, because I think this is an awesome thing. It's an awesome tool to have, and it's really fun to use. And oh, there we go, we've got two of them. Let's just see, is that going to let me? So if I'm sharing my screen, you can see what I'm doing. See, I have it all set up on the, I'm going to pop that over there. Now I'm going to go back. I have this all set up on the big computer, but the big computer's going to the dump. I've had enough of it. And now it's not taking me back to the meeting. Let's see. Oh, did I stop sharing screen? Can I? Oh, technology. It's probably the operator. Can I just get you to type in what you can see? Can you see my screen, or is it black? Or this would have to be the most. Thank you, Sue. You can see home screen and part of the Zoom. Okay, thank you. So I'm just clicking on it and it's not taking me back to the webinar, back to meeting. That's what I want to go, and it's not taking me back. Okay, Belinda can see my screen, so I have to, this is really annoying. I have no idea how to get this back. If anyone knows Zoom, feel free. I thought I knew my way around it. Steph is saying, do I need to click on the PowerPoint presentation instead? Try closing the marker tool and see if that stops. Oh, you girls are gorgeous. Oh, there we go. Oh my God, you've earned your biscuits already. Ah. Perfect. Tim Tams. Yes, you can have Tim Tams. Next time I see you, you can have Tim Tams. All right, let's see how we go here. It's going to be interesting because I actually don't have a mouse for this. Actually, I might. Let's just go here. And all right, now we're getting sorted. I won't keep you till midnight, I promise. There we are. So when this comes up into full screen, there we are. Learn something new every single day. Thank you, girls, for helping me out. Belinda wants gluten-free Tim Tams, and Sue would like original flavour. Beautiful. All right, let's move on. For those who have seen the House of Facebook, I don't think I've gone into it in massive depth. I'm not just let's pop that up here. I don't think I've gone into it in massive depth, and I will try and keep it a bit short tonight because I am aware that we did start late and needing to move on before it gets too late. So I'll stop yabbering and I will get myself a drawing thing. Let's use, what colour should we use? I like purple because purple's good. So the House of Facebook is a concept that I developed, and I actually ended up, it sort of came out when I was sitting talking to a guy who deals with gold and silver sales, and he wanted to know how it all worked, and he said, I want to I want to have a presence on Facebook, but I don't want to have a personal, I don't want to have a personal profile. I just want to have a business page. And I was trying to explain to him that you can't have a business page without having a personal profile. Now, I know you all know this, and for the benefit of people who do watch the webinar who don't know and understand this, I will just explain that you can't. I do understand that at some point in the distant past, maybe 3, 4, 5 years ago, you used to be able to set up a page, a business page, without having a personal profile. So you could just do it from the front of Facebook, but that's changed. You have to have a personal profile now to be able to set up a business page or a group or do anything on Facebook. The only way in and out in that case is through your, let me see, what did I do there? Through your personal profile. So only way in and out of Facebook is through your personal profile. Now, how you interact with the different rooms. So you've got your messenger room, you've got your Facebook adverts room, events. You've got hang on. Let's just, my darling daughter send a video. So, oh no, you should turn off notifications. So you've got your business page room or your fan page. I think the Americans call it fan page. Groups that you're a member of or groups that you're admin of, always encouraging you to be thinking about setting up your own group, because that's what we will be focusing on for the boot camp. You will also be members of groups, active members of groups, and you will be looking at contributing into the groups to get yourself seen as a thought leader in groups. And you will also be connecting with people in the groups, because they're the ones that you will be looking like. You'll find your avatar in groups. So we will go through the avatar, and I'll show you that a bit shortly, how we do go through that. Instant articles room, that's something that's relatively new to us here on the little guy on Facebook. It used to be available to organisations like the Huffington Post and CNN and all of the big media organisations, and the reason they had instant articles was because they had a server. This is explained beautifully by Steph on the weekend. They have a server that that they put the process the data through, and it means that they can load their articles 10 times faster than what you can if you just upload it normally. So going through instant articles is now available to us, and it's available through a business page. You've got I was going to say the games room. Let's go games room. You don't want the games room, okay? If you're playing Texas Hold'em Poker or Candy Crush or any of that, I don't even know if they have Farmville, do they? That is, again, it's like being in the news feed. It will eat your days, years, months, decades off your life. Stay out of the games room. In fact, when I first did the House of Facebook, I didn't have a games room because they, for that very reason, that it was the games room is just a waste of time. And then someone said, but you have to put it in there. And I said, okay, I'll put it in, but then I'll rub it out again. So, so games room off the menu. Now, where can you go? My daughter has sent me, she's just moved up to Queensland, and it was breaking my heart because she came with my granddaughter too. And she's just sent me a video of my gorgeous smushy face on a boat, and it's looking so nice. And I'll try and focus here, and I'll look at the video afterwards, but I'm so excited to hear from her because that's awesome. So what I want to share with you is where you can go from your personal profile. Well, obviously you can talk to your friends. You can go into Messenger. You can go into your Facebook ads. You can go into your events. You can go into there if you want to, but I'm not going to suggest that you do that. You can't go into instant articles. You can go into groups that you're a member of or admin of, and you can go into business or fan page. So that's where you can go from your personal profile. From your business or fan page, you can go to your personal profile, and you can go to events. Now, there's a what do you call it? A caveat for events, because if you do private events on your personal profile, you won't be able to go into them from your business or fan page. So you can, but if you do a public event, you can. And you can go the other way as well. So you can go into your business or fan page event, like event on there from your personal profile. So that's the sort of two-way thing, from events through your profile into the business room. If there's any questions about this, feel free to type them in the chat, because it can get confusing, and I will endeavour to unconfuse. You can, from a group, from a business page, you can go into, I say it's Messenger, but let's do another colour for that, because this is quite fun. Let's just say there's another iteration of it. Here's another room. Well, that's I shouldn't be that fussy, should I? No, so, oh no, it's all gone. I clicked the wrong one. Sorry guys. Let's just, I'm not going to go over it again, so let's just go. You'll see it when you read it back. That's just bad. It's like comedy of errors, isn't it? So from your business or fan page room, you've got another messenger, which is separate from your personal profile messenger. Somebody's chatting to me. Oh my God. Let's just see. Are you laughing at me? Or are you going, so if I'm running an event, is it best to start off through your business page or personal page? Doesn't it matter? We'll cover that, Sue. For an event, probably, I would say I usually do it on my business page, or actually I do it in Eventbrite and then share it to my business page. So, but that's probably something we can talk about in the group. Would that help? That would be, because that actually would, if you pop that question in the group, and then I can address that in the group, then we can, everybody can benefit from the answer. So that would be awesome. Thank you. Fantastic. So as I said, you can have you've got Messenger in your business page, in your business or fan page room, and you've also got a Messenger from here. But when you can't send messages to people from here, you can only receive. Once you receive messages from your business or fan page room, you can, or just call it business page room, then you can answer them as your business page, but you can't send them. So that's, I'm sure you're all aware of that. I'm hoping they would change that, but I can't see that they'll do that, because then it means that businesses can contact individuals, and it's not meant to be that way. It's individuals to contact businesses. So I have another question. Sue wasn't aware of it. No, there'll be lots and lots of stuff that you'll go, oh, wow, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. So just roll with it, honey. And just, you'll be fine. So there's lots of stuff. So, okay, let's have a quick. Yeah, okay, cool. Okay. All right. So you can, from your business page, let's go back to here, you can access instant articles. Now, this is not, I don't know if it's technically a room, but I had to put it in there because I was so excited to find out that we actually have access to it. And looking forward to getting my blogs to a standard where I can actually apply to Facebook to use it, because you have to submit articles for review before they allow you to use it. So that's something that I'm working towards, and with the help of two lovely ladies who are here tonight. You know who you are, Steph and Val. So little plug for you girls. If you need any help on your website, see Steph or Val. So the instant articles is something that is accessible from in here. I've never tried to access it from my personal profile, and in fact I don't think you can, and it wouldn't make sense to do that. So Steph's got smiley face. Yes. Thank you. Okay. So you cannot, from here, you cannot access groups from your business page. Now, what you can, we're chatty tonight. That's cool. Keep the chats coming if I can find it. Oh, now it's gone. It's run away. There we go. Chat. And Steph's just going, I found a WordPress plugin for instant articles. Oh, I can't contain my excitement about that. When my blogs are up to speed, now I'm so there. Okay. This, so you can, Facebook adverts room, you can access from here, but then this is a weird thing. It tends, when you're in the adverts room, it links to your business page, but you're still acting as yourself on adverts and when you go into the advert section. So that's a bit weird because it does link to the page, but you are advertising, you can advertise using your page. You can't advertise using a personal profile. You have to use your business page. So if you wanted to do Facebook ads, you would need to have Facebook ads activate. You would need to have a business page. Now let me see what else we've got. From Messenger, you can interact, obviously, into your personal profile, but not into groups. That's probably the events. I know we've done that, haven't we? Because we had all the green stuff there before. What you can do from your personal profile, just imagine that there's 1.89 billion of these sitting out there in cyberspace. That's a hell of a lot of among Facebook houses. Okay, and when you're doing when you're looking at that and you're thinking about Facebook as a house and the concept, or it should be a mansion really, or it will be a mansion. Imagine that there's, you know, sort of one here and then one up here and then one over here and one over here, and there's just billions of them. Well, 1.89 billion of them. Then each one of, because there's 1.89 billion people on Facebook, each one of us has our own house of Facebook. And when you interact with them, you're interacting with them from your personal profile. So you're coming out of your, into someone else's personal profile. So I haven't got a visual for that, but I'm sure you can get the idea of going out and into someone else's personal profile if you're interacting with them on a post or on their timeline. But that would also depend on their settings. So you can go to their timeline and you can go from them to their messenger, into their messenger from your personal profile, and you can go onto other business pages from your personal profile. So I might adapt that graphic for the next iteration of this, so it actually has two graphics there, so I can demonstrate that. But it gives you an idea of how you can interact with other people and other businesses when you're using Facebook as a business tool. So you can, when you are in a group, you can, let's have a look from a group. I've just got some notes here that I can't understand. If you are in your business page, you can interact on other people's business pages. Now, the way you do that is, so you're in the business page room of someone else's house of Facebook. You can interact there as your business page, or you can interact as yourself, depending on your posting. So if you post in the comments thread, you can choose to comment as yourself or as your business page. I always suggest, and I'll show you this in a couple of weeks, how to post as your business page and then comment as yourself, which gives you more exposure on Facebook I went to a network meeting last night and someone came up to me and she goes, oh, you're famous. I see you on Facebook. I went, oh, in my own little teacup. That was so funny. And it was so cute. It's actually starting to happen a bit more now. And I just thought it was, yeah. Suzanne, it wasn't you. But we're at the same networking event last night. So and it wasn't Suzanne who said that. Someone's chatting. Hang on, let's have a look. So you can interact on other people's business pages as yourself or as your business page. When you post, though, you can post, I'm pretty sure you can choose to post as your business page, or you can, if you just do a post, but it will come up as a guest or a visitor post. So it's a bit different from when you're posting on someone's personal profile or in their their hallway, in their passageway. Let's just have a look at the really exciting bits. I'll put this in red. In your back veranda, you can have 5,000 people. Now, most people on Facebook have around about 340 connections or friends. I had 261 when I first started using Facebook, not as a business tool, but just as for personal reasons. And I think I was related to about 260 of them. So it's a really good way of getting your connections, connecting with your family and friends if you're not a business owner. If you are a business owner, what I'm going to suggest is that you work out some way, if you've got lots and lots of family and friends that you want to stay connected with, I would suggest maybe something like a secret group, because this is a serious business tool. And if you've got people who don't want to see what you post, or they're not interested in some of the stuff that you're doing, you can have a little, down here in the groups room, you can have a little sub room, and you can have a secret group. And then what you can do is invite all your family and all your friends that you want in the secret group into your secret room. Then you can unfriend them. And when you do that, when you post in the secret group, they only get to see the pictures of the cat or the dog or the grandkid or whatever you want them to see. I suggest that you still put that on your personal profile, but there's other stuff that you'll be posting around network groups and networking and going, like general business stuff that is not salesy or promotional, that your friends and family may decide that they don't want to see. So you can do them a favor by unfriending them. If you want to keep them on your Facebook, put them in a secret group. So that is my suggestion for that. We will be going into how to stock your veranda with your ideal client or customer, because that is what it's all about. You can get 5,000 people on your back veranda. You can have one massive party. You can connect with them. You can invite them to events. You can invite them to webinars. If they're the wrong people on your back veranda, then you're going to find it hard. But if you've got the right people, and I will teach you over the course of the next 8 weeks how to find the right people, who they are. Well, first, to determine who they are. Steph knows about that, don't you, Steph? And how to find them, where to find them, and what to say to them once you do find them. So we're going to be looking at that in depth, because without people, you've got nothing. And there's so many people here. It's like I can't understand why people go, oh, look, I struggle to find people. It's like, because you've got to engage people. You've got to do it in a way that's not salesy. And I know you guys are cool with this and you wouldn't do it. It's about developing the relationship. It's all about the relationship. And I know that we're all on the same page, or you wouldn't be here. You'd be out there spamming the groups and the pages. So go, good for you, and well done. Now, I just wanted to make one more comment before we move on about the news feed. And I don't know if I can actually get it in down here, but outside the front door of the news feed, let's just pretend that that's down here, because I think my screen doesn't go low enough. But if you can imagine that the news feed, because it's not present here, is like a super highway of information. I say it's all black. Okay, that's probably a little bit negative. Let's put some yellow in there too. There might be some positive people there, and there might be some people who are a little bit dry or a little bit, and there might be people who are just like, blue skies and rainbows. What is it? Unicorns farting rainbows. But this is your news feed, and this is like an information superhighway that just runs outside your front door. It is like it just goes whoosh, 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 whoosh. So the only reason why you would go there, unless you want to end up like this fella. Oh, hang on. Yeah, unless you were with those arrows and circles all over his face, but unless you want to end up with like him, the only reason that you would go there is to access your menu on the left-hand side of your home screen. So stay out of the news feed, and that's if you take one bit of advice from tonight, stay out of the news feed. I'll teach you where else you can go, because there are so many nooks and crannies in the house of Facebook that it will blow your mind when you see in depth where you can go and what you can do. And I just get excited thinking about it. It might seem overwhelming, but I just say don't be overwhelmed. Just get overexcited and just know that it will unfold. If you just keep sticking at it and you just are consistent, it requires probably half an hour to 45 minutes a day, just plugging away at it, doing little bits and little pieces. After the boot camp's finished, you hopefully would have gotten to a habit of being in your Facebook doing stuff every day. I know my family go, oh, did you see what so-and-so posted? Did you see what so-and-so posted? I go, I'm never on Facebook. And they go, yeah, right. You're always there. You're all over Facebook. That's all we ever see. I'm going, well, really? I just don't know what you're doing. I don't care. Well, actually, I don't care. And I haven't put them in a secret room either. But I have unfollowed my sister because, anyway, that's another story. Let's move on. I do love her, by the way. Okay. The other thing we're going to look at is step 2, because the house of Facebook was step 1, which we covered this week. I'll be referring to that all the way through the boot camp. And so once that concept's solid in your head, we may be adding to it as well, because that is, like I said, it's a movable feast and things change every day. And with that room, the house of Facebook actually started with only, it had Messenger. No, it didn't have Messenger. It had business or a fan page, and it had groups. So that's all it had. There was 2 rooms. And then it's sort of, as the concepts expanded, the rooms have expanded. So I suspect it will become the, the mansion of Facebook. And I actually think, going back again, I think here we're going to have a live, that's a news feed, but I'm actually might put that in the house. It might be a special like foyer or something, because the live video is already, they're rolling out another tab. So there's going to be a tab for live videos only, and then there's a tab for the rest of the news feed. And Mary Meeker, who's the VP of Marketing of Facebook, said that in 5 years' time, she doubts whether there'll be a single static post on Facebook. So it's all going to be video. So they're moving towards having Facebook as like this one giant, massive TV station that is just, like, so people just tune in and get their information from as TV, like we do when we sit and watch a TV show. So this is really, really exciting, and we do get into this in the boot camp, because it's so important for you to be proficient at live videos and at having a plan and some content, and like you can just create your own TV station. How the hell cool is that? Yeah, it's like, I know some people will go, shit, no, I don't want to do that. But you have to. That's, you're here to learn, and I'm going to cajole or beg or push or bully. And I won't bully you, because that's not my way, but I will provide every bit of support that I possibly can. I've got some friends who, girl Tony Everard, she's in the group. She set up a Facebook group called Live Video Confidence for Business Owners. You can join that. It's a safe, supportive place where you can learn to do videos. I know Belinda's in that group. I'm in that group. I'm a co-admin. So there's all sorts of stuff and things happening where people are helping each other to really shine and succeed here. So don't freak, because we'll get you over the line. If you're willing to work for it, we're willing to help you. Okay, back this way. We're looking at your settings. Now, this is step 2, where we're having a close look at your settings. We'll also be looking at a health checklist for your business page. So, you want the details? Yep, for sure. Okay, I will put them in the group and you can access it. So I just Tony's video. Okay, I will do that as soon as we're off. I'll put it in a post in the group, and then you can just apply to join her group from there. Beautiful. So much support. It's awesome. Awesome. Okay. Another question. Fun group to be. It is, isn't it? I'm not active enough in there, but I know you've put some amazing stuff in there. I've seen you at the markets, Belinda, and some really cool stuff happening. So having your settings on your business page and on your personal profile is critical, because if your settings aren't right, then you'll be denying yourself opportunity for people to interact with you. And I find that even just, it's not done a lot of times it's not done on purpose, but even things like having your tagging on your business page turned on. So some people don't. So you can't tag business pages, or you can't tag people on your page or on their pages, and it really restricts how you can interact with people, or how you can get your business or your face out there. So we want everything as open as you are possibly comfortable with. So we'll be going into that as well. I'll be looking for a I've talked about personal profile settings. I'll be looking for a volunteer, a guinea pig, to do a health check on their business page in not too distant future. I think that's next week or the week after. I'm going to have to check. It's probably next week, actually. So that's something that I'll be doing. I'll be putting out a call. So keep an eye out for that, because if you get a health check done on your business page, then that's going to benefit you, and everyone else watching is going to be able to benefit as well. But I can only do one person's page, and I'm sick of doing my own because mine never come up to scratch. Belinda's saying I would love that. Awesome. I think I did yours a little while ago, Belinda, but it'd be cool to do it again. Cool. This is a absolutely foundation, critical concept. I know I say this a lot, but I said critical 3-4 times, so it must be really important. Did I say it was important? This is something, if you don't know who you are looking for, you will never find them. And the thing is, if people say my services are for everyone, you've got 1.89 billion people on Facebook. If you don't craft your message to target someone, so Steph's saying, hello, Frida, Amanda. Yes, mwah, to your avatar. We were at a workshop on the weekend, and Steph actually went through, she volunteered, or got volunteered, I think, conscripted. But you did a brilliant job, Steph, and came up, we did a brains, and it was actually Suzanne's idea to go through a process where we asked questions about her avatar, and she built her avatar on the spot. And so the feedback was that it was a bit of an uncomfortable but pretty amazing process. So that is awesome. Frida's gone. Yes, it's Amanda. So, okay, so Belinda's saying she's never done it for her new biz. So that's something that you will be doing. Okay, cool. And Sue's gone. Frida's gone. Amanda's in. We thought we'd actually give, I think Steph was going to do Amanda's as a second name, but I think Frida has gone. Oh, okay. So, yeah, Frida now goes by her middle name of Amanda. That's cool. I can't let go of it, Frida. I met her first. this we're going to spend some time on. And I would actually encourage you to think about having an accountability partner or pairing up with someone and actually doing it in pairs, because this is really, really important. And, you know, I actually looked at a template from someone who said that, oh, look, I'm an expert internet marketer and you can have my template. And it was like 3 little paragraphs of what their, whether male, female, or age range. And then it was what annoys them and what's your solution. And I went, my God, this, like, it was their like 1-page template, like, and you just sort of put, and I went, this is crap. Like, seriously, like, I put you guys through the ringer with the avatar or alter ego, because you have to, because if you don't, you never go there. It just doesn't make sense to do it the way that these expert marketers are doing, you know, marketing themselves. It just doesn't make sense. But anyway, that's all right. We've raised the standard and they've got to come up to where we are. Let's go on to the next slide. Okay, we're going to be looking at 10 ways to use groups for business. We'll be unpacking this as well. That will be a webinar on its own. A couple of things I will be combining in webinars. I'll be doing the health check and the settings in one webinar. And there's a couple of others I will be combining because we don't have 10 weeks. So I'll be just sort of combining them. We will be spending time where you find your avatar or your alter ego. So we'll be going into that in depth as well. And we will be, connect, yes, connect. Looking at content. Step 6 is content, because people often go, well, the ones who do the salesy posts, it was like, well, you know, what am I going to post? I can't think of anything to post. There is so much, so much. So we'll be looking at content. We'll be looking at how you source images. I mean, Steph is a great resource for that. She's written a blog. Where is that blog, Steph? In. You probably already put it in the Ask Bang group, and I haven't even looked at it. But if you haven't, if you have, I apologise. If you haven't, I want to see it. But so now I'm getting told off. Am I? So it's in Ask Bang. Okay, cool. Thank you, Steph. That was my bad because I didn't look. But we will also be looking at how you create. Use the images to create content, doing live video, and also using things like Canva and Adobe Spark. So, and now it's here. Beautiful. Thank you. So if everyone can see that, grab that link now. It's sistersinsuccess.com unstock photos question. And you will, I'm going to put that in my blog, because I think I've referred to that. I've referred that to that in my blog this week. So I'll be putting that in my blog. So content, we'll be going over content. Then we'll be doing scheduling and using your insights. This is something that nobody likes to do, but everybody must. Not so much scheduling. Well, scheduling's a bit of a pain, but it's easier than to sit down and schedule, say, a couple of months worth of posts in advance, because you know, once we go through it, you'll understand that we'll have posts that are ready for the any day posts. There'll be inspirational posts, and Monday, you know, or TGIF, thank God it's Friday, or, you know, oh God, it's back to work on Monday, whatever, hump day, Wednesday, hump day. Those sort of posts, you know, they're going to come around. The seasonal posts, they're going to be here, Easter, Christmas, whatever. Pre-schedule those, and you don't have to worry about them. And then we'll be looking at insights about how your page is doing. I've actually noticed that my page reach has dropped like so much in the last probably 3 weeks. You see here this is my hypnotherapy with the Dare page. It was over 1 million before Christmas, and now just after Christmas it's gone down to 512, but I think it's down past lower than 100,000 now. And I actually think that Facebook are deliberately scaling back the algorithms on your page so that you're not getting the reach even that we used to get with the organic reach. So it does mean that we are going to have to work a lot harder or a lot smarter, really, to get the engagement. But really, I think it's forcing us to develop the relationships and take the time, because you would rather, I would rather spend time with 10 people that I really connect with and I really developed a great relationship with, and then, have a, you can get joint venture partnerships and all sorts of things happening if you bother to develop the relationship, then 100 people that just sort of swoop in and out like seagulls. So it's about the relationships. But I think we are taught, well, I was taught doing network marketing, that, it's a numbers game, and it might be a numbers game, but you don't have to go through people like they are numbers. Just, it sort of takes some time and develop some conversations and have a relationship with them. So, and Belinda's thanking Steph. Cool. Thank you, Steph, for putting the link there. Now, the pages to watch, if you're not watching pages, if you've got over 100 likes on your page, you can actually watch pages as well. This is good. I'll be going through that in the insights as well. Let's see what else we got. Interacting with your people. So this is step 9. It should be step 1, but when you've got all that in place, you've got all your content, you know where to go, you know what to do. This is how you do it. So I will be looking at that, going over that in step 9, and of course step 10 is eyeballs on your stuff. So I'll be explaining around discipline and consistency. I'll be probably saying that every single time I see you, and even when I'm not seeing you, I'll be saying it, because it's like an aeroplane taking off down the runway. If you are taking off, you're in a plane, say you're piloting a plane, you're zooming down the runway, and you're halfway down there, and you go, I feel like a cup of tea. So you stop the plane, get out, wander back over the hangar, make yourself a cup of tea, go back to the aeroplane, and where do you think you need to go to take off? To take off successfully, you're going to have to go back to the start to get on that runway and get enough momentum to get yourself airborne. If you stop doing it, you will, and stop and start, that's what it's going to be like. And it's going to be frustrating, and it's going to be annoying, and it's going to be like, it's just, it's probably, you're hampering your own efforts. So what I'm going to suggest is that you commit. I know I said 30 to 45 minutes, but if you can only do 15, do something and just get there each day as much as you possibly can. Now, I know life gets in the way sometimes, and it is really, really difficult, but this is social media. You are business owners and you're wanting to grow your business presence on Facebook. This is the way to do it. If there was another way, I would tell you, but I don't know. Apart from Facebook adverts, but even then, the leaders like people like Murray Smith, who sent me a friend request, by the way. So excited about that. The leaders on Facebook are suggesting that what you can do is, once you get your content up and running and your organic content gets a bit of exposure and people start liking and sharing your organic content, then you boost it. But if you just boost it and people don't know you and you don't have a community, you are really not necessarily wasting your dollars, but you'll struggle. It won't be as easy as if you go through the whole process and build a community and get to know people, and people get to know and trust and like you. So adverts are something that you build on when you've got your community established. So just something to think about, because I think that some people think you can just bung in some ads and voila, people just appear. That might work for people like, I think, like maybe hairdressers or massage therapists, or people who want walk-ins off the street, and they can just do like a free haircut or free color or something, and they advertise to a specific local area. That would work. But I think mostly for the people that I work with who are generally involved in the healing and helping and alternative therapies modalities. I do have a couple of mechanics and a restaurateur and what else have we got? Window washer. But in the main, people who help other people in that type of environment is my avatar, and that's who I'm attracting mostly, which is fine. But I think that and if you're doing network marketing or direct sales, though, that sort of advertising you wouldn't do. Like, it just, like if you're Park Lane Jewelry or if you're even Jeunesse, you wouldn't be, you can't put your products in an ad. You can only put yourself in an ad. So you're just branding yourself, not your products. I'm not telling you anything you don't know. It's a push out, not pull in. If you're wondering what the hell that is, a push out is you're in control, you're in the driver's seat, you know where you want to go. I will show you all the nooks and crannies that you can go, you can visit, you can go into and find people and interact and engage. If you're pulling it in, it is sucking in information from, hang on, where were we? There we are. The discipline one, the push me, pull you. This is the pull in is when you suck in information that Facebook feeds you. So that's like when you're just going through the news feed and there's not, like, just scrolling through. And although Facebook does give you news or posts that are ones that are in your interest area, they're still only showing you, they decide what you get to see. Facebook decides what you see. So what I'm suggesting is you decide where you go, you decide what content you put out, you decide where your content goes. So you're in the driver's seat. So that's the whole key of the house of Facebook and using Facebook as a business tool. So that is, that's the broad picture of what we're going to be covering over the next 8 weeks. So let me just stop the share. Is there any questions about that? Anyone would like to I'll just unmute you if anyone wanted to ask any questions or make a comment. No? I can hear some typing, tapping. Okay. All right, cool. If you do want to, I'll just mute again. If you do want to ask a question, just pop it in the chat. I'm getting a cold. I'm starting to snuffle a bit. Okay. So what I want to do now is I'm going to share again. I'll introduce you to the group. I'll show you around the group a little bit. And we will... no, I haven't muted you properly, I don't think. I can still hear people. I thought I had, sorry. Manage participants. Okay, there we go. Okay, so let's get rid of that, and then we'll go to that. That's my daughter. And here's the group. And we have someone on the chat. Steph saying, you can hear me typing. Yes, I'm listening. That's funny because I would never have known it was you, Steph. You didn't have to admit to anything. So I do that to my hubby and I just go, yeah, what is that? Pretend I'm listening because I'm looking at him. That's terrible. I hope he doesn't watch this, but he knows. Okay, so this is the Code Breakers group. And let's see. It's funny because when I go to click on the chat to see, yeah, Sue's going, that's funny. When I click on the chat, the little screen thing just goes up and then I can't access it. So I have to wait till it drops down again, then I can click on the chat, but it's just one of those things. Okay, so here's the group. Welcome to all you newbies to the group, Breaking the Facebook Code. What we have is, at the moment, we're at 27 members, which, like I said, it's a fairly small group. My my dream, my vision, my goal is to grow the group to around about 10,000. So just know that you guys are getting the personal attention that others won't get, because once you've got that many, it's just, you know, going, I've said it out loud now, I have to do it, don't I? So, but I want to, because I know I've got good stuff and I know that people need to hear it. So I know that the original people here, you're my besties, and we'll go on this journey together, which is awesome. So what I want to show you was the files in the group. If you're not familiar with the files here, I've got a few things that I've put in here as we go along. You can just make yourself familiar with them. 5 things you need to know to create an ebook, which I think that was the PowerPoint presentation that was actually made into a PDF. There's just having a look here. This is top 20 tips on becoming more productive, fulfilled and stress-free. This is actually one of our members, Helen Bolger-Harris. It's her ebook. She's shared it with us. You're welcome to share this sort of stuff as well. There's my ebook, and it should have been called Breaking the Facebook Code, but there's my book if you want it. This is my son's book called 5 Top Reasons School Students Fail and How to Avoid It. He's 15 and he wrote that in a few hours. So anyone can do it. The PowerPoint. So you can have a look through here. There'll be other stuff added as we go through, but this is great resources for you. Just familiarize yourself with the resources and use them. They're there to be used. So videos here, the live videos, I don't record them well, they are recorded because they're recorded live, but I don't put them, download them and then send them off to you in a email. So this will happen. You'll get this recording in an email after the webinar, and then you will also get a compilation of all of the email recordings at the end of the 8 weeks. So this is the live videos. Let's see, someone else is wanting to chat. Oh yes, when you make a video, do you have a tripod? I use my desktop now, but I didn't. I just had, actually I do have a little tripod, but it's too small. So if they do suggest you use a selfie stick or a tripod, because it does stabilize if you're using your phone to make the video, then it makes it a lot easier. So, but your videos are here. Just go have a look through them if you want. I try and make them and title them so we know what the title is that we're talking about, and I can only get better at that. But they're all here. I think you can hover over them, and there we go. It's in the hands of the ebook gods now. Okay, let's see what this is. Okay, Thursday Night Live, the marketing funnel. Saturday morning live Q&A. Thursday Night Live, how to write an ebook in a few hours. Your challenge is to write yours now. You can tell I got excited about that, can't you? Here we are, Thursday Night Live, creating your ebook. What's this one? Facebook Pixels, part 1, what, where, and why. So you can get an idea if you just hover over it. Saturday morning live, Thursday night. I think I'm getting better at it. Oh, there we go. What's this one? Looking at events to answer Tony's question about events this week. You can hover on them and then you can see what they are. Go back and have a look. If there's something there of interest, hook into it. I will be live, like I said, Thursday nights at 8 p.m. Australian Central Daylight Time, and also Saturday mornings at 10:30 a.m. And you are welcome to join me. And the whole idea about that is to do Q&A. So where I can, I will be using Facebook BeLive.tv. I've got really excited about that, and I love it. It's a great platform for sharing on Facebook, and for we can do interviews. There's a whole heap of stuff that we can do for Facebook on for live videos using BeLive.tv. So check that out too, and join me, because that's where I can answer questions, and if you have them on the spot. The other thing I do for those sessions is if you ask a question in the group, I'll answer it in the group, and if it needs to be expanded on, I will refer back to it and maybe do some demonstrations or that type of thing. So you can please use those times to ask the questions, but don't wait until then. Ask questions in the group. If I've got something coming up that I've already prepared or got planned that answers your question, I'll say, I'm going to be covering that at this time. Or if you say, no, I need it now, well, I might be able to help you out. So just keep the communication going, keep connecting, keep engaging, and we'll all sort through it. So I think that's it. Events here is where I post the live Q&A and the webinars. Again, I'm getting better at it. I'm going to be not posting the webinars in here very shortly, because this group is becoming a subscription only group. So people who are here, well, it's not going to really matter, is it? Because they're going to subscribe too. But there might be people here who are subscribing who aren't in boot camp. That's what I was going to say. So boot camp get the extra webinars and that type of thing. But if people want to subscribe, how that works, I'm not quite sure yet, but the boot camps will be advertised by email. And the live Q&A, I am getting better at putting them in every week, and you can access the link through here, through the events, to jump on to the live Q&A. I will be scheduling them in for BeLive TV as well, which is really exciting. Whoops, sorry, up the microphone. BeLive TV, I'll be scheduling them in there. So that's where you look. Members, if you want to see who else is in the group, stalk us, suss us out. There's lovely, lovely people here. That's my granddaughter. She's gorgeous. And for discussions, I'm sure you all know how to use that. So let's see. And that's slowing down. So we are postings here. I encourage everybody to post and to interact. On that note, I'm going to stop sharing and unmute, and we will do a round robin, and if I can manage participants and unmute, and Steph can stop typing, and we can introduce ourselves. So if we start with, I think, Steph, you're first cab off the rank. Do you want to just introduce yourself and say hi and a bit about yourself?
Yeah.
I just stopped the recording. Hang on.